Wheels, wheels, wheels. Wheels in the studio? That's right. Guys, we love our wheels. We love everything on wheels, right? I'm trying to get everything in my central command station studio on wheels. The piano bench is on wheels. I have a case for that. I got this equipment rack is not on wheels, but I'm going to get it on wheels. And I have wheels on the main mixing console. Yep, that's a rack on wheels. Even my guitar amp is even on wheels. And it's not heavy, but I put that on wheels for in the studio because it's handy. Hey, guitar amp, out of the way. Chair. Why wouldn't the chair be on wheels? Wheels, wheels, wheels. That big old equipment rack, this big old equipment rack, it's on wheels. You can't see them. It's recessed. It's super awesome. And it's on wheels. I back it in, back it out, turn it around, spin it. I can dance with it. The speakers are not on wheels. But gotta love wheels in the studio. It's great. Helps things get around. That's why I was able to reposition things so easily. You know, this used to be over southpaw over here on the left, and this used to be in the center. And I was able to pretty easily switch them around on wheels. I do need to get that on wheels though, but it's kind of hard. I can't lift it, like by myself. It's really heavy. I don't really have anybody to help. Sharon can't help right now. It's such a weight. Yeah. What's that, Studio Jackass? Studio Jackass says you should be able to lift it yourself. You brought it in here yourself. You should be able to lift it yourself. That's what Studio Jackass just said to me. Studio Jackass, it was empty when I brought it in here. And as I recall, I used a dolly and stuff like that. But that's not practical now because it's loaded up and I don't want to unload everything. This rack is not empty. It's got some weight in it. And the hassle of undoing all those bolts and wires just to lift it a couple inches is stupid, jackass. But maybe I could tip it. Maybe I could get like a cinder block and I could tip it myself one direction, get that block under there, go to the other side, tip it the other way, get another block, I suppose, and then maybe glide that under there. I gotta get some 2x4s for it. I need some 2x4s for it so that it clears this gap here so the door will open. But that's cool. I love having things on wheels and casters in the studio. Makes things flexible. You can move things out. Get in. I thought about, should I delete the bookcase here, the shelf, rather. I was going to pull it out altogether, but then I realized it's really useful for routing, helping me keep some of my cableage once I get that all plugged back in. All this stuff, all these wires, we'll be able to just some go this way, some go that way, some can go down. So I'm going to keep it. Plus, I don't want to be that close to the wall anyway. I need something to keep me away from the wall because for the speakers to be at the right spot and my sitting spot to be at the right spot. So I'll be able to pull it out when I'm in mixing and be in my sweet spot back here. Those are not angled yet. That's still got to get set up. My other speaker's not there. But, yeah. What's that, Studio Jackass? People meet Studio Jackass, by the way. Studio Jackass comes along into my studio every now and then and just spouts some nonsense that he heard online or something that he, feels very opinionated about. And I have to correct him. I guess he's kind of my understudy at this point. So, Studio Jackass said, your new recorder, the special connectors my new recorder needs are going to be short. And it's not going to run all the way across the room. Yeah, I know, Studio Jackass, that my my new D sub connectors are going to be short. They don't need to run around the room because I already have stuff for patching into all of this. That's going to work right off of the console, jackass. The recorder just has to reach the console. I'm going to keep it down here for storage on one of the spare shelves. And when I'm like in recorder mode, I bust out one of my handy dandy little stools, blop bop, boom, recorder right there. Recorder's right there, right now. I can read it, arm the channels, did it. And it's going to reach around the back to the front on a short D sub connectors I'm trying to buy because I'm cheap. Studio jackass. I understand what he's saying, but if you wanted to understand him, I'd have to run it through an auto tune, quantize it, normalize it, EQ the crap out of it. I don't like to fix it in the mix, jackass. So this is what's going on in Warhard Art Studio. Not a lot of music making at the time, as you could tell. But I'm preparing for the new recorder to get here anytime now.